Hey guys, it's Miss Carrier. I'm going to continue teaching you step by step how to complete the Imagine Academy Cornerstone projects. This is the PowerPoint Module 2 assignment, and we are doing File 1. So if you can open up that student guide, scroll all the way to the bottom, and this is the file we're going to be working on. It's called Cornerstone 1 Fruit Starter. We also need a data file called Cornerstone SMB, so let's head over to our OneDrive. And we are going to click on both of those files, SMB and Fruit Starter. We're going to use this copy to feature, and we're going to copy to your OneDrive. You're going to click on the Office folder and the PowerPoint folder, and then Module 2. This is something we set up in the first video in getting started, so make sure you've watched that video before you complete this step. We're going to go ahead and copy here. So now it says copying items to Module 2, so we can click Module 2. And we'll be able to find those files here. And we're going to go ahead and open up the Fruit Starter file. This is the one we're going to be editing. And we're going to go ahead, the first step you want to do is file and rename this so that we know it's yours. So we're going to go ahead and click rename, and then when it pops up, you'll just erase the starter name and add your name on the end. All right, so we can get started here with the first step. We are asked in this module to use a feature called reuse slides, and it's a really cool feature. Unfortunately, it is not available in the online version, only the desktop app. So when you're asked to do that, we've got to be a little creative here. We're going to have to go and actually grab the data file. So open up that data file. And we're going to go ahead and just copy the two slides that we need. We need blackberries and strawberries. And I'm selecting those by left clicking and then holding shift to select both. And then I'm going to right click and copy. Head back over to your file that you've named and Control V. So Control V is going to paste those in there. And then we're simply going to alphabetize this. You may want to pause me for a minute to make sure you've got that step. And then come back to me. And right here, we're going to start by moving apples up. And then we have apples, blackberries, strawberries needs to come down here to the end, all the way at the end. So then it reads peaches, pears, plums, and strawberries. And that is the first test. So we've completed that. Let's see what we're going to do next on the student guide. So now it tells us we're going to apply bullets and work with the indentation a little bit. So we're going to go back into this Cornerstone file. I don't think I need this one anymore. So I'm still working on the Cornerstone 1, and I'm going to go to apples and highlight this numbered list. Okay, and now it tells us that we can apply the filled square bullet. So there's a couple ways to do that. You can do that on your mini toolbar that pops up or on the main toolbar up here. So we're going to choose the filled square bullet. The next step is actually going to tell us to increase the indentation here between the letters and the bullet. But again, using the online app, you don't have the ruler available to do that. If you were on the desktop, you would go to View and you would open up your ruler and move the indentation marker. But no big deal. We're just going to keep moving on. I will not take off points for that. All right, so now we're going to apply the dark gray text to font. So we're going to come and grab this list again. We're going to come up to the font color. And again, this is just a little bit different than what you're used to in the desktop app, but we're going to choose the top one. It says gray 80% text 2. If you notice, these are all, this is their light gray, this is your dark gray, but it doesn't say that exactly. So just choose the top one. And then you get to use my favorite tool in any of the Microsoft programs. It's called Format Painter. You're going to highlight this whole list, come up and click on this Format Painter tool, come down to the next slide, and then you just click and highlight, and it actually applies the same bullet and color style to the remaining tabs. And you have to do that one at a time. So you grab them all, you come up and grab Format Painter, and then you apply it to the next bulleted items. And that's all we need to do there. You have finished file 2. You can save it and get ready to move on to, or you get ready to move on to file 2.